The self-validation rule allows you to create your own rules, regulations, restrictions regarding what users are able to edit in the grid, and these can range from the very basic to the much more complex. So let's start with a simple example. Imagine you have a price column and you don't want a particular user to be allowed to edit it under any circumstance. Then you create a very simple self-validation rule for the price column, and you say disallow all edits in all circumstances. And now if I try to edit this column, I get an error. You could of course make the rule more complex, so you can say we will allow editing a particular column, but only if it meets certain criteria. So let's take the bid offer spread column, where you do want edits, but to avoid fat finger or other issues, you want to prevent any edits which are greater than, say, 0.3. So we create a new rule, and we say for the bid offer spread column, we will allow edits, but only where the change in value is less than 0.3. And now, if I go from 0.7 to 0.9, my edit goes through. But if I want to go from 0.1 to 0.5, I get an error. Instead of an outright error, you can allow the edit, but only after first showing a warning. So let's go back to this bid offer spread less than 3, and instead of saying prevent, we'll say show a warning. And now, if I change this from 0.2 to 0.6, which is greater than 0.3, I get a warning, do I want to continue? And only if I say yes, does the edit go through. As well as making the condition based on the own value or the change in value, you can also make a rule based on other values. So for instance, we can say that you're only allowed to change the notional for rows where the trade date is in the future and not in the past. So if we now make this rule here, we say new self-validation, we're looking at the notional column, and we say the expression has to be trade date in the past. So no changes are allowed where the trade date is in the past. And so in 2015, which is in the past, make the change, it's not allowed. But 2019, which is very much in the future, change that to 25, and it goes through. So that's self-validation, allowing you to create your own rules to decide what can and cannot be edited in the grid, either preventing outright or showing a warning.